right, we've got breaking news from Not Your Average Liberal. And here's what it says. It says it's less expensive to fly your family to Disneyland, Japan. Get it right now. It's Disneyland, Tokyo Disney. It's less expensive to fly your family there for a week than it is to fly your family to Disney World Orlando. Tell me again how our economy is. Oh, we're not going political. Not on this channel. Bottom line here is news. What kind of news? I don't know. They're just called news. Look at that, folks. You see the logo. I see it too. News. News.org. No, just news. The news says it is now cheaper to fly to Japan, go to Tokyo Disney, get a hotel, and fly back than to go to Disney in Florida. What in the world? Tony DeJonker has this. When Disney World first opened in Orlando in 1971, tickets cost $3.50, equivalent to around $27.78 today. Now it costs $119 per person, far outpacing inflation. However, as we on this panel all know, the $119 per person is for 2 days only in the year. You are almost always going to spend more than $200 per person, taxes included, to get inside the House of Mouse. Inflation, even though it has been historic, cannot keep pace with Disney World whatsoever. The cost is crazy. And now we have organizations saying that, yes, it is actually cheaper. And we've looked at this before, Vash. It's actually cheaper to fly to Tokyo, get your passport on, fly on over there, grab some sushi, stay in a hotel, go to Tokyo Disney and Disney Sea and all of that, than it is to stay in America and go to Florida. That's not a red state issue. That's a Bob Iger issue. That's not a politics issue. This has been going on for decades. Vash, why in the world is Disney outstripping inflation this way?
It's quite simple. In Tokyo Disney, or Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Disney Sea, or more accurately with the Oriental Land Company, they just run theme parks. That's all they do. They run theme parks, they own theme parks, and they operate theme parks. They have some real estate holdings, I understand that, but that they're in the theme park business. Versus Bob Iger, he doesn't believe he's in the theme park business. He believes he's in the entertainment business or even the tech business. And so the theme parks are the means by which you raise the capital to do what you want in entertainment, what you want to do in Hollywood, what you want to do in any other avenue but theme parks. And that's really the problem, is that starting with actually Michael Eisner, increasing the costs associated with visiting a theme park, whether it be Disneyland or Walt Disney World, has been kind of the tool by which they've been able to raise the amount of money necessary in order to fund a lot of projects. And in Michael Eisner's era, it was okay. It was justified because there were a lot of investments that were coming to not only Walt Disney World, but Disneyland and so forth. And we got some really cool stuff out of it. Versus Bob Iger, look at all the pet projects that we've thrown money at that really haven't gone anywhere. And yet we're seeing a lack of investment in Walt Disney World. And that's unfortunately has been kind of the mindset there, is that Walt Disney World is the place you take money from, but not necessarily the place where you invest money in. And now, the company is playing catch up and so forth, but it has been coming to us in the form of higher prices and so forth, and this kind of this inflation that we've seen at the parks level that has diminished the experience. Versus Tokyo, like I said before, they run theme parks. They have to be competitive in the market that they're in, and of course you have the what is it? Japanese currency. What am I thinking of right now?
Jonas is our currency man around here.
Yeah, please. Yeah, the Japanese yen. Sorry. Yeah.
You yen again, Jonas. You yen again.
Having it fall so far down has also created a situation in which the U.S. dollar, just gets you more in that country right there. So between those two things, I think this is where we find the biggest discrepancies between some place like Tokyo Disney Resort and Walt Disney World.
I'm with you. Listen, here's the problem. It's a non-political issue when it comes to Disney. They have raised their prices, and they did so distinctly because they wanted to aim for the global elites. We've talked about this for years. The Walt Disney Company made a decision. The Bob Iger Company made a decision that it didn't want the riffraff. that it wants to aim for the people who were going on, trips to Monaco, the French Riviera, on African safaris. That's who they want. They want in their parks, and they're aiming for them. Listen, if they wanted more of the middle class, they'd expand the parks. They'd put more rides in. What they want is to maintain the fewest number of attractions they possibly can while justifying your staying there. And then they go and raise the prices up, and attempt to present a boutique experience. MJ, that's the new Disney. The old Disney was not that way. The 90s Disney was distinctly different than it is today. Your thoughts?
They're going up, and then it's over. People are flying over.
How did you do that right on the spot? That's not bad.
Listen, guys, I've been on this for a while, looking at the prices. Oh, thank you. I've been looking at the flights and the ticket prices, but let me explain something to the beautiful people that are watching this right now. You guys, Tokyo has really everywhere from children, tickets for kids, tickets for adults, people with disabilities have a special ticket. All you have to do is upload your doc info and it's done. You can actually have the 4-star, 5-star experience I would even say at less than a fraction. I got prices. I wanted to give you guys like real data. So kids can range anywhere from, and this is not in yen, this is in US dollars, $30 to $57 per kid. A seasonal pass from like January to March of next year is $90. And that's for both Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea. Park hopping is at 11 a.m. So you could go to and fro as much as you'd like to go. And it's just seamless. They have done, and they even encourage you like, yes, use their app. But once you have everything, your tickets and everything is in the app. Once you arrive, they show you exactly what to do. From the airport, it's just smooth sailing. There's no issues. And like I said, it's not just the experience of staying at a really nice hotel on property, but at Tokyo Disney Sea, you can actually walk out of your hotel and you're in the park, similar to Epic Universe. And I mean, so let me just, for adults, it can range anywhere from like $50 to $70, depending on the month and the, time of year you go. So the tickets for a round trip could be anywhere from like, $791 to $1,600 a person. That's the only thing I am going to say. The flights, I've seen them as low as I checked all of 2026. So it's like $700 to $1,600, again, depending on when you go. But if you do the math, and plus, guys, in yen, the food is very, very affordable. Beverages, all the souvenirs, all the cool stuff that they're actually trying to bring to the U.S. parks are over there, and they're really cheap. I mean, it's just, and it's nice. It's clean. It's friendly. They're good with people with disabilities. There's no issues with that. And if you're worried about like translation, they have all that taken care of. I mean, you will have a really, really good time. And more people are just heading over that way, to the point where now Zip Air, they're doing, I think, like a test or something, February and March of next year, but they're literally having a flight from Orlando all the way to, what's the name of the airport over there in Tokyo, Vash? I had it written down. Natari? Somebody help me out.
Yes, I believe
something like that. Yeah, it's going straight over there. It's like, I don't know what's going on, but the more expensive if it's going to be like $200 to walk into one of the parks over here, you might as well save up your money and head over there for an experience of a lifetime. And I say experience for a lifetime because your average family is not going to go 100 times. You're going to go maybe once, maybe twice, but it's breathtaking. It's beautiful. The rides are really, really nice. It's just a friendlier atmosphere.
And while you're over there, you can maybe visit Universal Osaka and some of the other amazing.
Yes.
I'm also going to point out they have a fully functional Splash Mountain. Not Splash Mountain in the final years here that we've had at Orlando and Anaheim, but a Splash Mountain that was completely maintained, because they actually have standards for presentation, legal standards for presentation in Japan.
Yes.
And they're not thinking about getting rid of that anytime soon. And the folks over there have spoken. They do not want Tiana's over there at all. It's not happening. Zippity doo dah, no way.
they would be sooner to replace it with Zootopia than Tiana's. There's no way there. But yes, Narita is going to be your international airport right there, and also Haneda is also an international airport that's close to Tokyo Disneyland right there. I mean, the value is there. There's no question about that. You're looking at some of the best parks in the world in the form of Tokyo Disney Sea and even Tokyo Disneyland to a certain extent. You're looking at impeccable attractions, just like MJ and Jonas have beautifully pointed out right here. You're looking at, it's like MJ said, there are multiple resort hotels that you can actually walk out of your room and be in the parks. It is really, really something. This kind of edifice that is Tokyo, the Oriental Land Company has set up in the form of Tokyo Disney Resort, being more theme park focused, only having one business to operate, being very shrewd in your investments and how you actually market this item and how you appeal to your regulars. It has created, one of the best destinations in the world that is now, in some cases, cheaper than Orlando.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right, final thoughts on this one before we wrap up. Is it worth it to go to Tokyo? For those out there who might be thinking, I'm going to Disney World. Should they really be doing Tokyo instead?
Hey, if you're interested, Elon, if you're interested in New Space Mountain, they got one coming to you in the form of the Space Mountain 2. What is it? Earth Rising, I think is what it's called. I can't remember right there. But look at Tokyo Disney Sea. Yeah, I mean, it's an incredible theme park built by Imagineers who, in large part, people that we talk about a lot on this channel and so forth, and like how Disney used to be. Tokyo Disney Sea was designed by the people who were given the budget, the money, and the time necessary, these amazing creatives, to bring about the best theme park that they could possibly do. And it is absolutely awesome. I can't wait to see it myself. And by the way, it's Tokyo, it's Japan. It's awesome. Go see it.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.